wow, that was really short. Cool.
Man, I was on my way to my reptile meeting with Ruben, who's in my passenger seat, and I just grabbed the mail really fast on my way out. I don't know why I do that on my way out. And I got this letter from my grandma Rain, and she saw my vlog last week and was super cool and like helped me out with my ticket a little bit, which like is really helpful and really cool, and it just like makes me think about how like fortunate and like lucky I seem to be. I've just never been in a financial situation that has been as humbling as this has been. So this is like super cool, and like I just love my little note. By the way, in case anyone needs the tip like I apparently do, the perfect amount of time to stop at a stop sign is to spell S-T-O-P and then go. Apparently that is some advice that my grandma got from an officer. So now we all have that piece of advice. Oh, this is so cool. This is such a fun letter. So, shouts, Grandma Rain, you're real great. And now Ruben and I are going to go to our reptile meeting on a good note.
Oh, he's going for the sketchbook.
Oh,
I called it. I called it. I called it.
This table is not clear.
He's obviously got some opinions on your art.
It's like, I don't like it.
Is there food in that bag or something?
Nope, he just doesn't like it. So I went and saw Brooke Candy tonight at the Gayest Club on Hollywood and Vine, and it was a really like cool establishment. God, my contouring is terrible. I was so nervous going to this by myself. Like, I drove there and I almost turned around and just went home. I was like, this was $12, whatever. But I went and I got in line and I got inside and I just kind of sat and people watched for a long time. And then the two straight men found me real fast. It happens every time. I don't know how it happens, but one of them was like really easy to talk to and I couldn't really tell like what was going on. And because like he was being really nice and he wasn't like hitting on me, but he was like about to all the time, so like that was kind of weird. And he had one really quiet friend and they were like a little bit foreign. I didn't think they were like from another country, but like they seemed to be like missing some major American culture points to me in our conversation. Then like we get downstairs because it's a two-story club and parts of it were opening at different times, so we were like waiting, and then we went downstairs, and they just kind of were looking around. They're like, so what's happening? What's going on? And I'm like, Brooke Candy's playing. And they're like, well, who's that? I'm like, she's a female rapper. Like, she's really into, like, LGBT stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, they kind of gave me this look, and I'm like, have you ever seen a drag show? And they were like, no, what's that? And I was like, do you know you're in a gay club? And they were like, what? We are? And I'm like, are you both, like, what? Like, does this make sense? It just doesn't strike me that you meant to be here. And they were like, what? No way! We had no idea. Which, I don't know how they wouldn't, looking around. And so that was interesting. And then, like, I gave them this whole lesson about gay people because they didn't know any, and they didn't, like, know what it... Like, they knew what it was, but they were like, so this girl looks straight, and that girl, like, do you think they're straight? And I was like, that's some dangerous thinking. Like, you can't go around and assume you can point out a gay person. Like, that's not how it goes. So I was like kind of explaining it, and they had a ton of questions, and it wasn't like flirty, let me keep talking to you questions. It was just like genuine questions. So it was really interesting, and we just sat at this like booth with like these velvet like seats, and I just like explained gay people to them, and it was really interesting to me, and they were like really interested and like really intrigued, and I was explaining what drag was, and they were really interested. And then the guy just kind of kept hitting on me anyway, so then I was like, I'm gonna go. But it was a really cool like stranger interaction, especially with two dudes, and like I went by myself, so then we kind of danced around, and Brooke Candy came on and all that stuff, so. But yeah, I was really fucking scared to go, and I almost didn't. And I did, and Alyssa Edwards was there, and Detox was there, so I think I've sort of spoiled All Stars for myself with, you know, real life, but oops. So, yeah. On to the next thing.